Hello and welcome, it's Leon Street here, and we're back again, or I'm back again, to give you some great value if you're a cultural consultant and you want to take your coaching or consulting business online to the next level. In today's video, I'm talking about how to earn real life-changing money without feeling stuck with marketing and sales. And I guess in terms of marketing and sales, it's an area that all of us at one time or another have come unstuck, not to mention the overwhelm that comes with it. And so what I'm going to do is take you through a few things that you can first of all look at to understand what's going on with perhaps overwhelm, disappointment, and feeling stuck, and what you can actually do practically in order to move forward. So I've got a few steps that you can take. And if you've got any questions as I'm going through this, please drop your questions below this video. We're streaming out to a couple of other places, so I am checking the comments as they come in. But if you've got any comments that come in as part of the replay, if you're watching this on replay, I will come back to them. So please feel free to interact and get your questions answered. Anyway, so let me move forward for you. I've got some things that I want to share on screen, so I'm just going to switch a few things around just so you guys are seeing what I want to share with you. So first of all, let's get into this quote, and it comes from a number of people. Actually, it comes from a number of I guess people who I look into, some of my heroes and the things they talk about. But I just want to re-emphasize this for you guys watching right now. Change requires urgency. And before I even tell you the rest of the quote, which you can probably see on the screen, it's something I shared with my private clients today in our Facebook group, just to kick off Monday morning and just to get, I guess, urgency into what they're doing so that they can continue to be a success. But I want to start with you guys. So change requires urgency. Change is instant. It's the preparation for change that's taking you long. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. Actual change is instant. It's the commitment to it to actually go ahead. And what tends to happen is we get caught up in the preparation for change. And that in itself can be overwhelming. It can keep us stuck. It can keep us right where we don't want to be. And that's part of the problem. Make decisions with speed, because success is often attracted to speed. And again, in being able to make change, you have to make decisions. And when you see those opportunities arise, you have to grab them by the horn, so to speak, in order to even explore if those opportunities are truly there for you to, win with. And so for me, what I want to kick off today with is this quote so that you embody this to understand that actually change requires urgency. See, when you're feeling stuck and when you're feeling overwhelmed and you want to take your business to the next level, usually change is the thing that's being resisted, or the decision, the time to create change is the thing that's holding you back. I don't know if you guys agree. If you do, just let me know in the comments below. And I guess the simple thing, or the next step, whether it might seem logical or not, but logical might be we need to get some cash in the business, or we need to just change what we're doing right now to generate more leads, grow the business, and sell more. The reality is that a lot of the times when you're faced with those challenges, you're faced with not knowing, or not really not knowing, but not tapping into and making your mindset and your vision the priority. See, the thing is, if your mindset is fixed and you're not looking for growth, then you'll never truly explore, the level or the depth of change that you need to go through. And if your mindset is, I guess, not coming from a growth perspective, you'll never really focus on what your vision is, because you'll be fixed with what you can see, fixed with what, I guess, opportunities are ahead of you, what changes need to make, and you won't really go ahead. And so the big thing for me is that in your business, as you're looking to take things to the next level and move beyond, feeling stuck or overwhelmed with what you're doing, it really is about what's your vision? What's your vision for where you want to take things? What's your vision for your business? How you're going to create impact for the clients that you serve? How you're going to create the change and the outcomes that you want to, live up to for you, your family, your friends, your wider community. And a lot of the times we lose sight of what the vision is. We lose sight of why we're doing what we're doing. And, sometimes this is referred to as your purpose or your why. And for me, if you've got a vision, if you've got clarity of where it is that you are going, what it is that you want to create, your mindset will feed into that vision. And so for me, mindset and vision are part and parcel in growth, because, quite often, I hear people talking about, well, what's the latest marketing hack, the marketing tip, or paid advertising, or Facebook ads, YouTube ads, that type of thing. Or maybe I should look at doing a webinar or 3-part video series launch and all these different things. And the reality is that most coaches and consultants that I come across, it's the limitations of their mindset and vision that hold them back. It isn't the technical part, like all the tips, the hacks, the marketing and stuff. Like, they understand that there are different skills they're going to need to learn, but they're okay with learning those things when they get to that. But it's actually making change. It's actually making a commitment to the vision that I often find that a lot of people haven't bought into. Because when you buy into your vision, why wouldn't you deliver on that? Why wouldn't you go for it, right? The only reason why is your mindset around that. And so let's dig a bit deeper. So if we looked at mindset and vision, this is something that comes from this graph that I'm showing you on the screen. I'm going to zoom in just for a little bit, just so you can see this clearly on the screen if you're watching right now. This is called the plateau of latent potential. And this comes from a great book. If you haven't read it already, I recommend you to read it or listen to it on Audible. I've listened to it about 3 or 4 times. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear. But I want to focus on this section here, what he talks about. So let me just zoom back in. So he talks about the plateau of latent potential. And in particular, I'm going to give you the explanation of what this diagram is showing you. And then I'm going to highlight where the value of disappointment is, the part that I want you to avoid, guys. So this diagram is showing you that we often expect progress to be linear. Yeah. At the very least, we hope it will come quickly. And in reality, the results of our efforts are often delayed. It is not until months or years later that we realize the true value of the previous work we have done. And this can come, in many guises, and I'm going to come back to the rest of the description in a moment. But have you ever heard of instant gratification? It's almost like, let's say you get paid some money, or you won a new client, you've got some cash in, and you go buy something, or rather than wait and focus on the bigger goal or the bigger vision that you're going for, you go out and gratify yourself with something that's actually not going to serve you long term. Or the opposite is where you're doing work and actually you're expecting the results to happen instantly, and you just haven't got the staying power because you're frustrated with perhaps weeks or months or even years that you've already put into what you're doing in your career and in your business, and they haven't reaped the benefit or the fruit that you actually want. So let me continue with the explanation here. This can result in a valley of disappointment, and the valley of disappointment is this little arch at the bottom here. And this is where I find most coaches and consultants get stuck, and this is a problem. So the valley of disappointment is where people feel discouraged after putting in weeks or months of hard work without experiencing any results. Yeah. However, this work was not wasted. It was simply being stored. It is not until much later that the full value of previous efforts is revealed. And this is, I love this statement because it really does show latent potential. We always speak about people, oh, I see the potential in that woman, I see the potential in that person, or I see the potential in your vision, in your ideas. But actually, not everybody has the staying power, the sticking power to see through, because we're expecting results to happen instantly. So for instance, perhaps you put a video out or a marketing post out, or you create a new ad on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever, and you're expecting to get leads instantly or by tomorrow. And then a couple of weeks down the line, you feel like you've just wasted your time and it hasn't worked. This is the latent potential, guys. But there's a couple of extra steps that you got to add to it. So hopefully that first of all makes sense to you. And I wanted to raise that because if you are feeling a bit stuck or overwhelmed, just know that that actually is part of the journey. It's not always you're winning. Yeah, it's not always, for instance, athletes are winning gold medals. There's a point where they win the gold medal and it's like, right, now we've got to think about next season, put the training back in, do the hard work again. See, it's not always about winning, guys. But sometimes as a business owner, we feel like we need to be winning all the time. And I guess with the pressures of things like Instagram and showing your Instagram life that everything's perfect and fine, it adds a lot of pressure to, people in general, society. But as a business owner, you want to seem or appear to be professional as well. And it just adds even more to your shoulders. It feels like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders, right? So let me progress forward and take you on to, well, what can you do next? Because I'm guessing most of you are thinking that, well, what can we do, Leon? Because you don't want to be stuck in the valley of disappointment, right? I don't want anybody to be there any longer than necessary, because at some point you will go through it. It's not avoiding it. I just don't want you to be stuck there or trapped. So here's the problem. You've got to change your outlook on where you want to be. So it starts with vision. And I'm going to show you 6 steps on how to overcome this problem of feeling stuck and not really taking things to that next level. First step is focus on the vision. What are you here for? What is the vision for your business? So where do you want to take it in the next year, 2, 3, 4, or 5 years? Yeah. If you want to do further out than that, that's fine. But where do you want to be at least in the next year? And what's got to happen here is you've got to focus on that vision. So you have to create downtime. There's a great book, and the title will come back to me. It's by Keith Cunningham. That's it. The Road Less Stupid. Really great book, and I'm talking about lots of books here, but I do read and listen to a lot of them on Audible. And he used to have this creative thinking time where he'd go away from his office, he'd go to this, I think he had like this outhouse in this, I think in his garden or somewhere, and he would do thinking time. And some people call it meditating, some people call it praying, and some people just call it the opportunity just to let your ideas come out, get your journal out and just, write. And the cool thing that I like about it is whatever word you call it, praying, meditating, just getting your ideas out, that has to happen, a time for reflection and just letting things come out. Because quite often, I don't know about you guys watching right now, I find a lot of people get stuck in front of their computer. Not just being like creative or, doing all the amazing things we feel like we should be doing, but actually getting stuck in run-of-the-mill activities, everyday activities that don't set us alight, that don't give us the opportunity to be creative, to come up with new ideas, new solutions. And what happens is we're stuck with, we're chasing, oh, I need to post something, I need to put something out, I need to work on the new campaign. But actually we haven't injected the vision of what we see of where we want to be. And if we're not driven by our vision, that's where we start to lose. And for me, this is almost like the primary thing that you got to have I guess as your priorities in what you're doing. Because for me, I don't know about you guys, I wake up every morning not because I want to be in my business, but because I want to realize the vision that I have for my life. My business is simply the vehicle for me to make that happen. Does that make sense, guys? So you got to be led by your vision. Step 2, mindset. Are you fixed or are you growth mindset? If you want to be a success, and you probably heard this many times, you got to have a growth mindset. But where I want to just dig a bit deeper, just to add a little bit to that, is growth mindset means that you will be challenged. You will go through, I guess, failures that people will call it. But the key is to learn from those failures. And the reason why I want to kind of emphasize on that is because if you're going to the next level, more than likely you have not been at that level before. So how could you expect to know everything there is to know about the next level? So understand that you must have a growth mindset to be okay and expect that there will be failure along the way at some point, but know that you have the right mindset to overcome it eventually. So step 3, business model. Well, how can you take your business to real life-changing income? A lot of people don't do this. They go into business as a cultural consultant, but they don't look at, well, what's the model that I run? i.e., what is the market potential and what is the income potential? I see a lot of coaches and consultants who charge, for instance, per hour rates. Oh, I charge £50 or dollars an hour, £150 or dollars an hour. And they haven't really considered that actually you're charging the wrong way. Because if you deliver programs and if you deliver results, then people pay what it's worth to them to fix the problem they have. You don't have to price yourself per hour. You don't have to undercut or be the cheapest option. People are looking for value. And when they see clear value in how you've helped others or what you can actually say, do what you say, that's the point where you make a whole difference to your income potential. And knowing that you've got the right prices in place so that you are making a profit, you're delivering on the results you can say will help you to earn real life-changing money. A lot of the coaches that I work with and coach, who are doing really well, they're charging, from £3,000 or dollars up to, it can be anything up to like 20,000 plus. I had one client before, he was charging $50,000 and $100,000 for a business coaching package that he delivered over a 6-month period. And in a 6-month period of working with me, he actually did $1.47 million in sales by selling a $50,000 and $100,000 coaching program. So the key here, guys, is do you have the right business model in place, i.e. understanding your market and understanding the income potential that you can earn in order to create massive income, life-changing income. So what's step 4? Step 4 is niche. Once you understand your market, you got to go deep on who it is and what problem it is that you're fixing for them. The more you understand your niche, or if you're in America or Canada, your niche, the better, the more successful your marketing message is, and the better and more successful you will be when it comes to actually making sales with your offers. So what is step 5? Step 5 is very simple. Your offers. Yeah, you can't create irresistible, amazing offers if you don't understand your niche. And I find a lot of people that they really don't understand the connection here. And I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of what I mean by this. So let me explain. If you understand your niche, that means you'll probably, and you should, understand their frustrations, fears, wants, and aspirations. It's a 4-step model that I use in my clients to identify and go deeper on their niche. Why? Because you need to understand emotionally what your audience are going through. So if you understand what they're going through with the problem you help them to fix, your offer must directly relate to those frustrations, fears, wants, and aspirations. And if you can answer them and show them how they can achieve their wants and the aspirations through your programs and services as a cultural consultant, that's where you'll get the emotional buy-in. And this is where I see a lot of people, they miss out. I was speaking to a lady even this morning. She was like, I've got such an amazing package, and it does everything, and it's got this, this, and this. And she was talking about the features and advantages. And I said, look, I said, based on what you just told me, you've just given me a whole bunch of features and advantages. And I said, well, not once have you told me how it relates to your niche and how you help them to overcome the problem, but emotionally solve the frustrations and the wants that they want to achieve. And once I did that and we did a bit of a walkthrough, she was like, wow, I get it now. And this is where a lot of people come unstuck as coaches and consultants. So what is step 5? And before I go into step 5, my explanation, is this making sense, guys? If it is, just give me a thumbs up or a yes in the comments below. Just want to make sure that you're following along. And this is my final step, really. If you've dialed in your vision, which is what I'm showing you here, your mindset, yeah, your business model. This one is critical once you're clear on where you're going and your mindset. Business model. I see too many people getting stuck in the per hour rat race, and you don't need to charge per hour if you're a cultural consultant, guys. You can charge fixed prices that earn you a great profit because you can get great results. Step 4, niche. Who they are, what problem they have that you fix. Step 5 is offer. Yeah, so understanding how to fix problems. That's the key with offers, understanding how to fix problems with emotion attached to your offer. So step 6 is very simple, guys. Once you've got to, the point where you understand all of these 5, and then you get to step 6, it's attract. It's how do you market? And I'm going to give you one simple difference of what I do with my clients. I teach my clients not just how to market, but how to get people to raise their hands. You see, you can put content out online. You can create great content, but if the person never takes your call to action, you'll always be known for somebody who creates great content, and you won't have a business that creates real life-changing money. If you can get people to raise their hand saying, hey, tell me more, that's where you'll start to win. Why? Because you'll generate leads. Those leads will turn into prospects, and those prospects will become your customers or clients. So how do you create attractive marketing? How do you attract people in? Yeah, you need to understand what people are looking for, and this goes back to your niche. What are the frustrations, fears, wants, and aspirations of your niche? When you understand that, that's what your content should all be about, and at that point you'll start attracting people in. So those are my 6 steps, guys, of what you can do to, if you're a cultural consultant, to really change your business, to turn it around and earn real life-changing money. I know they're the outlines, but they're like, from a strategic point of view, that's a place where you should invest your time. And I'm saying this from a lot of experience, guys. I've been in marketing since 1997, but I've got another solution that I want to share with you in a moment. Just before I share this quote from Brendon Burchard, challenge is the pathway to engagement and progress in our lives, but not all challenges are created equal. Some challenges make us feel alive, engaged, connected, and fulfilled. Others simply overwhelm us. See, the thing is, when you don't implement them 6 steps that I've just given you, you will feel overwhelmed. You probably, if you've experienced it, you probably know what I'm talking about. Or if you're going through it right now, you'll definitely identify. Knowing the difference as you set bigger and bolder challenges for yourself is critical to your sanity, success, and satisfaction. So here's the thing, guys. If you want help with what I've just taken you through, on the 18th of October 2021, I run my next 5-day More Leads Challenge, where you can discover how to attract 5 qualified leads daily on social media. I'm talking about, in a really cool way that people, they resonate with your message, and it's almost like you speak to their soul. That's what I'm talking about. Like creating examples like this, where I've got here, one of my clients generated 50 responses in 48 hours. This turned into over £18,000 in sales for my client. I've got other examples, for instance, where this client's generated $13,000 in one day, 1 keynote and 2 clients. And all of this comes from being able to generate leads, qualified leads, in the right way and in an authentic way. This is another client here, generated £10,000 in under 30 days. And I'm sharing these because these are the kind of results that my clients get when they go through the same kind of training that I've got coming up on my 5-day challenge. So, if you'd be interested in being able to close like a 3K sale, turn that into 100K in 4 months, or, if you'd like to get your first high ticket sale, it first starts by you generating leads. So if you would like to be able to generate leads, guys, I welcome you to simply comment below this video. Just comment with the word challenge, and I will send you more details. I'll send you the link to the challenge information page and how you can join on the 18th of October and smash the rest of 2021 so you can take your business to the next level and earn real life-changing income for you and your family. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's content. I appreciate those of you who've been on, giving me a thumbs up, giving me a heart. Really do appreciate it. Remember, the challenge happens on the 18th of October. So you've got plenty of time to plan it into your calendar. And like I said, if you do want more information about it, simply comment with the word challenge below this video, whether you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, and I will be in touch. I'll send you the link to the information page. So finally, guys, if you've enjoyed this, please do remember, do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just head on over to leonstreet.com/YouTube and hit the subscribe button. Go do yourself a favor. There's over 200 videos on the channel. There's lots of great content on marketing, sales, mindset, and everything in between to be a successful cultural consultant online. And on that note, guys, I just want to say thanks for watching. I'll catch you on Wednesday. I'll be back 8:30 p.m. UK time. Take care. Bye-bye.